This is Brian Hurd with Be Heard in Utah, giving you the 3 things that you need to know for the month of September 2016 with real estate in Utah. Number 1. Now, this affects everybody, but basically, the Federal Reserve got together on April 26th and kind of basically gave their game plan out for the rest of the year. And what their game plan is they're not planning on really doing anything to rates until after the presidential election. That's the read through the weeds of it all, right? So what does that mean for you? Basically, that means that now would be a good time. If you've been thinking about buying or selling your house, now really is actually a pretty good time because we can almost guarantee that we're going to see rate increases towards the end of this year and going into the next year. They've basically said it without saying it, okay? Number 2, the second thing that you need to know is this how it applies to you. Affordability. So what affordability is it's the ability for people to buy a house, right? And so what's going on right now is there's about a couple factors that mix all this in. Number 1 is interest rates, right? Number 2 is what our home prices, so where the market's at right now. Number 3 is what are incomes, so what are people actually making? And number 4 is student debt. So think about this, guys. Home prices have gone up over the last couple years. We know that incomes really haven't gone up a ton. And we know that more and more people that are 35 and under have student loans. These things are weeding people out of the market. And what that means is that there's ultimately less buyers. And the way that a cycle goes through of real estate is you got first-time home buyers, buy people's houses that are move-up buyers, buy people's houses that are downsizing buyers. And when you take out that first link, it kind of slows everything else down. And so that's why I'm suggesting if you've been thinking about moving, it really is a good time to consider it, especially if you're a seller. You've got a lot more equity in your house, and you can roll that in to the next house as well as still get a pretty good interest rate. The third thing that you need to know is that we're doing our annual Pumpkin Patch event, and that's going to be held on October 7th from 4 to 7:30. That's going to be at the Pumpkin Point Farms out in Riverton off of 3600 West and 1900 South. Please put that date in your calendar and remember to bring your friends because we love introductions of your friends and family members. That's how our business grows here at Be Heard in Utah. Your trusted voice in Utah real estate.